Welcome everybody, I'm so glad you're here. So today I'm going to show you how to make a layered Nerikomi block. I'm using 4 different kinds of clay. I have a plain white clay, and then I have 3 different colors of dragon fruit that have been colored with mason stains. So my first step is to cut off my layers. So I cut a layer off of each block, making sure that I clean my tool in between each color. For this particular block, I'm going to cut 2 slices of each color. Depending on the thickness of the slice will determine the thickness of your line eventually when you blend it together and roll out your slab. So up next, I'm going to add a layer of magic water in between each of my layers just to make sure that I get a really nice good stick in between. If you would like to learn how to make magic water, just Google it and there's lots of recipes online. Once I've added all the magic water, I'm going to start adding the blocks together. I like to try to get the air bubbles out by starting on one edge and then slowly pushing the block a little bit at a time till I get to the other edge. I find this gets less air bubbles. So once you have it nicely layered, I like to drop it several times on each side onto the table just to kind of even out the edges and to make sure that it's stuck really good together. This is a great beginner block. It still looks really fantastic, but it's fairly easy to do. And once you have the technique down, then it can be really fun to experiment and add in more design. Once you have your block, you can use it to create anything you want. If you want to keep the design of the block close to what it is right now, then you just need to take a slice and make sure your slice is the thickness that you want it to be. If you need to roll it out further, it's going to stretch the design, which can also look really fantastic. That's what I'm doing right now. You can see right here that the lines are fairly thin still, and as I roll it out, they're going to get wider and wider. So it just depends on what look you're going for. When I'm creating a simpler block, I really like the distortions that I can get from rolling out my slab even thinner. All right, here is my final product. Thanks everybody. Happy making.